So make sure you've done a warm-up, either a Pilates class or one of the other dedicated warm-ups that you'll find somewhere around here. Okay, so we're going to get started. Step your left foot forward, your right leg back. Take the hands to your chest, lift your right leg. Good. We're going to stand tall and kick the leg forward slowly. Reach the leg back, try not to touch the floor with that right foot at all. We're going to do 5 of these on each side. I apologise in advance if I fall over and put you off. You can always know that any exercises I give you, I'm doing them, or I like them, because of the challenge that they give me. 2 more. Come on, you can do it. Nearly there. And that's our 5th. Well done, good. If you managed to do that, well done. Okay, so changing legs. Step the left leg back first. Hands closed. Lift the leg. Get your balance first. And then we'll stand tall. Stretch the leg out towards me. And then stretch it back. Cool, that's 1 of 5. Last 2. And we're there, well done, excellent work. Cool, so let's step the feet nice and wide. Your toes are going to be pointing forward. You might have done this in your warm-up. We're going to come onto the right leg, slide over to the left, to the right, to the left. Cool, I'm going to keep going like this. Lovely. Now bring the legs together, step them wide together, together. This might be enough for you. You might want to take the pace up. You might want to hop to the side, give me a jump, to the side and a jump. Whichever version you like the look of, that's what we'll do. Maybe each time you do this, you'll go for a harder version. Who knows? Or presumably you do. Good, not long now. Last 1 or 2 each way, and we're done. Good work. Give yourself a couple of seconds to bring your heart rate down a bit. Have a sip of water. Got about another 10 seconds to rest. Very hot in here. Okie dokes. So now, I want you to face me, step your right foot forward, left foot back. Hands to your chest. Punch first, right hand, then left hand, then the knee comes forward and we kick. Right, left, kick and punch. Right, left, kick and punch. Right, left, punch. Good. Right, left, punch. Right, left, kick. Another 5. And we're there, well done. Excellent work. Change sides. So this time, hands to the chest. Left, right, go. Martial arts noises are optional, but recommended. Nearly there, another 5 now. Nice strong punches. Last 2. And we're done. Awesome. Come to the end of your mat. We're going to roll our way down to the mat. Hands on the floor. Walk the hands forward. Knees to the floor. Knees can walk back until we have shoulder, hip and knee all in a line. The hands are underneath the shoulders. We're going to bend the elbows into the waist. Breathe out as you get to the bottom and push back up again. Lovely. Try squeezing the elbows into the waist, pointing the elbows behind you. One more. That's great. Sit back to the heels. Take a little breath. Breathing into the back of the ribs, really expanding the lungs. Excellent work. So, we're going to roll our way up to kneeling. Bring our right foot forward. Bring our left elbow forward. Tuck your toes under on the left foot. And then we're going to stand, kick forward, come down. And again, come down. 3, 2, and this time step back. Try and keep the foot off the floor, stretch the leg into the air, reach your arms ahead of you, and hold. Nice. We're going to stand tall, not touch the foot to the floor, and instead lift the knee to the side, stretch the leg out to the side. Point the knee to the ceiling, bring the leg back, and into your balance. We'll do it twice more. Stand tall, knee up towards the shoulder, the leg stretches out, heel presses away. I lost it. And again, let's stretch the leg back. Try not to lose it like me. And then one more time. And back we go. I really hope you did better than me. But we're all in this together, as everyone keeps saying. So we're going to step the feet the other way. Come down to kneel. Make sure that you've got a right angle on the knee. Opposite elbow forward. Stand and kick. 5. Making sure you come down into that lunge at the bottom. 2. This time, make sure that you don't touch the floor. Going into that balance. There we go. And as we stand tall, the knee comes to the side. And stretch. Press the heel out. Bring it back. Reach it back. Lovely. Knee points out. Then the heel presses away. Knee points up. And bring it back. So really taking the hip through its full range of motion. Because of all of the muscles that we have to use here, this is a very good fat burning exercise. Well done. So the feet can come back together. Come back to the center of your mat. Lovely. Go for a little walk on the heels. Start to walk down the stairs. Bum sticking out behind you. Got opposite elbows coming forward like a New York power walker. Then we're going to come all the way up, all the way to the top. Keep on the heels, all the way down. Coming even lower now if you can. All the way up, high as you can. All the way down, just as low as you can. And one more time. There we go. The heels can settle, the feet can separate. We're going to come down into squat and stand. So if you just want to work on this, you don't want to add any impact, that's absolutely fine. I'll come back to you in a minute. Otherwise, rocket squat. All the way up. Good. That's 3. Count to 10. Thank you. If you're down here, stay here. One leg comes out and out. Changing each time, trying to keep the body nice and still. Those of you counting your 10 rocket squats. Coming to the end of your 10, just about now. And we can all stand tall. Nice work. Come to the front of your mat now. We're going to cross the ankles over. Sit down neatly on the bottom. Untangle the legs from each other. Stretching the legs forward. If you have a diastasis, abdominal separation, stop here. I'm coming back to you in a minute. If you have osteoporosis, stop here, I'm coming back to you in a minute. For everyone else, exhale. We're going to roll down to the mat, squeaking our trainers on the floor obviously. And then we're going to circle the arms over the shoulders and exhale as you come up to sitting nice and tall. Going again, rolling down, circle the arms and coming up to sitting nice and tall. For those of you with diastasis or osteoporosis, we're sitting with our knees bent now. Imagine you have a great big belt on. Everything from the belt up is keeping you totally stable and neutral. From the belt down, the spine is going to curve. It's a really subtle curve. You're going to exhale. It's like the tail is just tucking between the legs. We're sitting high on the sit bones one moment and then just rolling off them the next moment. Keep your chest lifted as though you have a little piece of string holding your breastbone up and coming back to you. Okay, so those of us doing our roll up, we're going to pause here. The knees are going to bend into a tabletop. The arms are going to stretch back just like they did before. Breathe in, breathe out, come all the way up. The legs lengthen to teaser. Roll your way down to the mat. The arms come back, the knees bend. Breathe in, breathe out. Up we go. My back is making a weird noise on the floor. I don't know if my mic is picking that up, but that's absolutely what it is, honestly. Exhale as we come up. And knees bend. Release slowly to the floor. Okay, you guys, you're going to carry on for just a few more of those. Those of us who are still up here wearing our great big belt, the hands are going to come away and cross the body now. The tail tucks between the legs. Take a twist towards me. Now we're keeping our breastbone lifted. This work is all happening just on the bottom of the tummy. If you do have a diastasis and you can feel or see your tummy coning right now, please stop. You're not ready for this part of this workout at the moment. Go to see one of my other videos like the magic button part 1. That's a really good one for this. Okay, otherwise you're still together. Those of you still doing teaser, you poor things, roll your way all the way down to the mat and have a nice break, okay? Bring your knees to your chest and relax. For the rest of us who are still up with our knees bent, we're going to come onto our side. Have a lie down on the mat. Stretch the arm out underneath us. And join our friends in a moment. So they're going to join us. So guys, you can come onto your sides as well. Lovely, thank you. Top leg is going to straighten. The waist is lifted. We're circling the leg over the hip. Now, we're keeping our pace up here. It's a Pilates movement, but we're not really doing it in a Pilates style at all. We're doing it in a more of a fitness style right now, and that's okay sometimes, even for me. The lower leg is nice and stable. We're still using a lot of our principles, like keeping our spines neutral, but we're just giving it a little bit more energy. Reverse your circles now. And it does truly become a completely different exercise. We're using far more of the bigger muscles now than we would normally use. When we're doing our smaller, slower movements, we're trying to use our intrinsic support muscles. This time, I want to build your booty. And we'll stop there. Well done. Come onto your elbow now. Cool. Lower leg is bent, top leg is straight. We're going to press the elbow into the mat, come up onto the side, reach the top arm up and over the shoulder. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, lift your arm and leg away. Bring them back. Lift away. Really good. Another 3. You could hold a little hand weight here if you wanted to. That would be awesome. And our last one is there. Excellent work. So, we're going to come up onto the hand, lift the hips away from the floor, stretch out the top leg, and then stretch out the lower leg. The arm lifts over the shoulder. If you prefer, you can do this from your elbow. And then we're going to exhale as we thread the needle underneath the body. And inhale to look to the fingers. And 2 more. Excellent work. The hip can come down. The knees can bend. And we can switch sides. Come all the way down. And onto the arm. Cool. Lower leg is bent for support. Top leg is going to lift. Stretch the leg out first, and then we can start our nice big circles. Trying to pull the leg quite far back, trying to keep the rest of the body totally still all the way through. And you'll definitely feel that you're using that lower leg to help stabilize the body, stop it moving around too much. Another 2 here, and reverse. 4. Can definitely feel that. Last 3. And all done. Awesome work. So we've warmed ourselves up for star. Come onto the elbow. Lower knee stays bent. Top leg straightens. Ooh, just get myself together. The hips are going to lift away from the floor. The top arm comes up and over the shoulder. And see if you can touch the mat. Exhale, arm and leg lift. Inhale as they come down, flooding the rib cage with air. Exhale, up they go. Inhale to stretch and relax. Another 3. And there's our last one. Well done. Lower the hip. We're going to take the hand onto the floor instead. Push ourselves away from the ground. Top foot is forward. The arm stretches to the ceiling. Take a breath in. Make sure your hand is under your shoulder, please. And then exhale as we take our twist under the body. Just for 3. And we're all done. Let the hip rest on the floor. We're going to turn to face the mat now. Hands stacked one on top of the other. Forehead on your hands. We're going to lift both legs away from the floor and then flutter the legs, keeping them completely straight. So again, it's just your glutes working. This time it's glute max working. Keep fluttering, please. Just a few more to do here. And release. Well done. So again, tuck your tail between your legs. We're going to lift the legs again. This time turn the heels out. Clip the heels together. Just going to go for about 10 or 15 times. And keeping the legs nice and straight, glutes engaged, tummy muscles switched on. And we can finish up just here. Legs are open them a bit wider. Toes are still turned out. One leg lifts, then the other. And the other, and the other. And I can really feel the glutes now after all this. Just go for a few more. I want you to work at your own pace. You don't want to be jolting into your lower back. Just make sure that you're engaging your glutes each time you lift a leg. And we're ready to finish up just about now. Awesome. Relax your legs down to the floor. We're going to push ourselves up and away from the mat. Good. From here, stretch out your left leg, stretch out your right leg. Here we are in plank. Turn your feet towards me and drop your hips to the mat. Exhale, go back up onto the toes, change sides. And we're done. So let's lift the hips into the air. Start to walk the feet towards the hands and roll your way all the way up to standing. Excellent. Options. You could run this video again, do it again, which would be great, or you could switch to a Pilates video, or you could switch just to a nice stretch. Whatever you do, enjoy it and take care.